Movies about grown-ups going through interpersonal relationship issues is not a common thing in modern Hollywood cinemas, and the fact that it's actually good is bonus points. Hey everybody, welcome back to First Impressions. My name is Seth Pomeroy. I'm a filmmaker and an editor. I just watched Challengers. I liked it a lot. I thought it was great. You know, you don't see movies like this very often anymore. Movies about grown-ups going through interpersonal relationship issues is not a common thing in modern Hollywood cinema, so that's something that must be applauded on its own. And the fact that it's actually good is bonus points. The casting is great in this movie, and that's a big part of it. So seeing Zendaya in this film is really perfect casting. In this film, she's the lead, and she's a dominant character. This is the kind of female character that maybe you see more nowadays than you would have previously. I mean, I was trying to think of actresses who could play a role like this in the past that could sort of command the attention of two young boys and sort of control them like pawns on a chessboard while still having her own empathy and her own emotional core. And there really aren't that many. I mean, Sharon Stone is someone I thought of, Kathleen Turner, and then going back to the old days like Lauren Bacall or Barbara Stanwyck. That's a pretty hard role to cast. And so it was very interesting and cool to see her own this sort of character. And the other two guys in the film are unknowns. I mean, they've been in a few things, but they're not movie stars by any means. So they're new talent. It's always exciting to see new talent. There are directorial choices that I'm a little bit like, crazy camera angles, and like he overdoes the slow motion quite a bit, especially at the end. But this is a very small amount of criticism. I mean, 5% of the film was affected by this. You know, and the movie's very clear about it being the relationships are a metaphor for tennis as well, as it's framed around a tennis match. And so you often feel like, oh, these two should get together. Oh, actually, she should be with this guy. Or actually, these two guys should be together. Like, it does take you back and forth about which relationship you would like to see persevere in the end. There's a homoerotic tension between the two men who lust after this girl. Well, this is common in films about this sort of thing. I mean, I think they've done this a lot, but it's an underlying homoerotic thing. It's never outright. And in this film, they go there. So that's an interesting 2024 element to this kind of movie that we've seen done many times before, this sort of, three-way relationship movie. It really comes off, I think the point of the film in some ways is like, these kids are playing adult games as children. As soon as you start fucking someone, things get serious. But if you have the heart and soul of a child, well, it's only going to get more complicated. And I think that's what's interesting about this movie is it starts with them as kids pursuing tennis, and then they sort of step into their adult lives and never really grow up. And so a very entertaining movie, certainly a great movie to go out and see in the theaters and support this sort of character-driven dramas. All right, so that's it. Check out some more of my videos and subscribe and leave comments. And we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.